you live. It's Sunday Stories.
Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode. You are listening to Sunday Stories podcast, where we cover ongoing headlines and meet interesting fucking guests. Today's co-host, a very known fitness guru. With no further introduction, it is my honor to introduce this week's co-host, Henrik Gattel.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see you as a fitness guru, seeing as well. You definitely better in shape than I am.
Okay, thank you very much.
mean, you work out like every day, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit.
Yeah.
But like, how do you have the inner motivation to get up? Do you get up early?
I don't get up at 5 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit tired in the morning, but I like to go up and do my work. But I can work out in the evening.
Yeah.
I can work out in the morning. It doesn't matter, but I always do it.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean, you have to have such a discipline. It's fun the first maybe 2 weeks, seeing as you watch this motivation videos and a lot of fitness gurus.
Yeah.
And then the third week,
Yeah.
your motivation is like pretty much shrinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any like tips for people that just starting out, how to keep that motivation going day in, day out?
It's the same problem for almost everyone. You start with a lot of drive.
Yeah.
You have motivation, and you want to go all in and all out and make fast improvements. And the first weeks you do, but then you're just tired, and your motivation is slacking. So you have to find the inner driver. What's your truth beliefs about yourself and who you want to become? So that's why you need to travel, and that takes time. You need to install new habits and get rid of old bad habits.
Yeah.
And that takes time. Could be fast for someone, could take half a year for another one.
Yeah.
So you have to take one thing at a time. That's the challenge.
Yeah.
You want to do it all right now.
Exactly.
So
But it's like hard, these days you log into Instagram, and the first thing you see is good looking guys and girls.
Yeah.
And you think they have it all. They have this six packs, and you want this quick fixes. So our brain is like programmed these days to have that. I mean, your clients must be really challenging you. Like, okay, what's the fastest time I can get a six pack? Do you get that kind of customers?
All the time. And I am a guy that don't like that at all. I don't want to do 10-week program from not in shape to very great shape. It's not possible. You could do a weight loss, and many people they want to do that, but you have to install great habits. So you have to have a very very long-term focus. So if you just don't stress yourself, don't look at your perfect model and try to become another person in 10 weeks. You have to take it very easy, and when you do that, it will all just work out fine.
Yeah.
Just putting one layer at another.
Exactly.
So step by step, brick by brick, and that's a challenge for me to not take away the dream, but also say this is the truth. There are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. There are TV programs. There are challenges that you can win money if you drop weight.
Yeah.
That's not health. That's something else.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. The thing you said about the TV programs, I read like articles. So the afterlife, after those, how long are they? Like a couple of weeks challenges, right?
Could be.
Some of them gain weight, sometimes more.
Yeah.
I mean, what is happening in the body?
That's big problems that you cannot see because you only do weight loss competition.
Yeah.
And maybe you win this competition, so you're the greatest person in the program. But what happens is that you change your set point, and the set point is kind of where your body wants to be in weight.
Yeah.
And it takes time to change that, and you're also putting a lot of stress to the body. So the body keeps, safe, try to survive, actually trying to survive. So your, you will have to do it slowly to make it last. If you do it quick, the body will try to survive, and then you will gain weight easier afterwards. And your set point will not change that fast. That's the problem. If you do it slowly, you can just adjust a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So it's not actually good.
Yeah.
And your mental health, which is something I really focus on, that will be harmed. You will be very happy at the end of the competition, but then when you gain weight, and maybe even more from where you started from, you're actually, you feel a bit sad. You're disappointed because you gave it all. You just dropped weight, and then you gain it again.
Exactly.
So you're not actually back where you started, even worse. And that's why people, do a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah.
They try again, go even harder, and drop even worse.
Wow. That's
a bad pattern.
Yeah, it is.
And we, as a coach or fitness program, we are on Instagram all day. We are on social media, trying to, get people from the sofa to the gym. So we are also in big responsible for making the truth come out. Say it takes time, but you can do it. But you have to have patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I met a guy a week ago or something, and he's known as this. He has a European record of dropping weight.
Okay.
But this has to do with a surgery.
Yep.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he dropped 180 kilos.
Oh.
So it was massive.
Yeah.
And he was like a great salesman in his career. And he's starting out, with this office work, sitting down, eating, rewarding yourself for every deal you make.
Yep.
And then he became really, really fat. He couldn't walk.
Yep.
So the only suggestion the doctor had was like, either you're going to die in a couple of months or you can take this surgery, but it's not, tested. So he was one of the 8 people in Europe that did this surgery. So they shrimped his, stomach. And the thing is, he's feeling very healthy, but out of the 8 people, he's the only one that survived.
Okay.
And the doctor said, well, you might, feel tiredness. Your life will not be the same and stuff. But he's feeling very good. Yeah. But yeah, it's people oftentimes don't see the problem before it happened. And then it's maybe too late, right?
Yeah.
Do you have customers that you feel like, wow, I can't even work with this? I mean, this is it's too late.
No, I don't have, but that's my responsibility, because my responsibility is to inform my client to be that if you're gonna work with me, we're gonna do it the right way, and that's not like dropping weight in a competition.
Yeah,
that's about mental health. You need to change your own imagination of who you can be, who you are, and what you have to do. If you change that, you might not need to do this surgery. You could be, if it's extreme, you might need to, but otherwise you can change, and it starts with your thoughts.
Right.
So it's always from the inside. You can think it's about a competition, to drop weight, to lift weights, to get stronger, to develop your physique, but it's always a mental thing.
Yeah.
So we become what we think about.
Yeah.
So we have to control our minds, our thoughts. That's the whole thing. But you have to call it, get in shape program.
Yeah.
Great new habits, diet, but it's all about mental health.
Yeah.
You need to know who you are or who you want to become, and what you need to do to change that.
Right.
And that's always about your own thoughts about yourself, what's going on the inside.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. No, it's very true. And the mental part is a big problem in this society today. And not only from the weight perspective, but, a lot of people are addicted to a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And most of the time, it's not even drugs anymore. It's the social media,
Yeah.
But we also have a new challenge in the world, this pandemic.
Yes.
And would you say that we will have some kind of a corona fatness after this pandemic?
A bit so, yeah. When you have this closed down, you're locked down. If your gym is closed, of course it's much harder to work out.
Yeah.
But it's like it always has been. The people who wanna work out, they will find a way. The people who are committed, they will find a way to work out, even if the gym is closed.
Yeah.
And the people who don't want to do it, or they may want to start, but they don't have the power, they don't have the drive, the mental health enough, they just find another reason to not do, to not even start, or not to continue. So it's like the same as it always has been. So even if it's very, very extreme with this pandemic, it's like it's always has been. And my approach is online coaching, which makes it possible for everyone.
That's interesting.
And right now I'm doing a program which is called From Couch to Fit. And what that means is it's workout from your home. It's program that I do on live stream training from your home. And that take away all the excuses for not going to the gym.
That is very true.
Yeah. So you just need to take one step from the sofa, and then you're on the floor, and then you can work out.
Yeah.
You have your mobile phone or your computer or iPad, and you can check it out from there.
Yeah, and I mean, before the pandemic, a lot of people, they did have access to online courses and stuff, but it wasn't that popular, right?
No.
People were like, yeah, but it's always nice to meet up and do it, interactively.
Yeah.
And nowadays, people are more open to this online courses.
Yeah.
So it opened up a new market for you, right?
Yeah.
Now you can pretty much work out with people from China if you want, right?
It's the same as it always has been, but the acceptance is much greater.
Yeah.
Because we can see, well, it really works because it have to work. When you have this pandemic, it has to work.
Yeah.
Same in school. You have education from home. It works because it has to work. And then both parties sees, well, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a social thing. In some countries, being overweight is some kind of a wealth standard.
Yeah.
So you're wealthy, you have a lot of food.
Yeah.
But if we look at Scandinavia, would you say that overall we are looking better than other countries in terms of health?
Probably if you look at the whole world,
Yeah.
But there are so many that really needs to change just a little bit in the diet, and it will all change. We have this habit of we call it fredagsmys, but we also have lördagsmys, and sometimes we have onsdagsmys, and that doesn't work out.
It's crazy.
You have to work out. You have to do your power walks. You have to get in control.
Yeah.
And when you have control, you can just eat whatever you want. So I think the main thing is to have a great habit of eating healthy food, and that's how you can adjust your Saturday. You can just eat whatever you want, but maybe Monday to Thursday or Friday should be quite great.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you should plan. Maybe you should just think about what to choose or not should choose. It's a choice. So it's not. I used to say it's always decisions, not conditions. And that's the same thing with this pandemic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But so with this lördagsmys and fredagsmys that we have, it's always a reward system, right? So if I do this, I can drink 2 glasses of wine instead of 1, and so on. Is there any way that we can turn off that part of the brain to not feel like I need to reward myself with a certain thing?
Yeah, I think it's like when you get into the gym, you have to think, you always have to search for your true why. If you just feel unhappy and think, if I drop a few kilos, if I get a little bit stronger, everyone would like me, I will be happy. That's the kind of wrong way to look at it. It might make you get started, but you need to find your true why. Why am I doing this? Why am I working out? To live a healthy life. And why is that? So you have to keep asking yourself to find your true why. And when you know that, you can always link everything to that. So you know, why are you actually doing this? And it's very often a feeling like happiness. I just want to be happy. So the true goal with life might be to be happy. And if that's included great health, you need to eat and do great choices. So it's actually more like not say I cannot have any candies. I cannot eat cake. I need to work out because that makes me feel happy. I'll actually enjoy fruit. And I did this experiment with my child. I'd put out a plate of candy and also a plate of fruits. And didn't say anything. And I did it several times. And every time they eat the fruit, and then they pick some candies. Yeah. So we didn't say anything. Just put it on the table.
Right.
See what happens.
That is a good mental stage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hard discipline right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing as, when we are born as children, you always want the candy.
Yeah.
And you become this person that are, restricted on how much you can eat.
Yeah.
And when you grow up, you get the freedom,
yeah.
and then you can eat everything you want.
Yeah.
So is there something that we could do in the way we raise children that could, prevent people from getting to fatness?
Probably a lot. We have to talk about this stuff in school, I think. We try to get our children to eat enough, have some more, take some more fish, potatoes, eat some more of the good healthy food.
Yeah. And
then we restrict the candies. We have to learn ourselves and our kids that it's a free choice. If you want to, you can have all the candies in the kitchen. It's just not healthy for you. So you need to make a decision.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do. If you just restrict, that's a drive to get more of what you cannot have.
Exactly.
If it's free, if it's out there, if you're in the store, you have to choose.
Yeah.
Because it's all there. It's free. You can choose whatever you want.
Exactly.
So you have to learn people to make their own decisions. And then you have to link that to what's my true why. And to become the person I want to be so I can have the life I want to be, I need to do a couple of things. Maybe every day, maybe every week.
Yeah.
And I also have to restrict myself from several activities or, yes.
Exactly. A funny thing is that, when I was growing up, it was... I'm from an immigrant background with my family are from Azerbaijan, and as a tradition, you always have on your living room, you have a table full of candy, all kind of baklava, and all kinds of sweets. But seeing as we grew up with this, we didn't even put any attention to it. Seeing as it was out there, there was no restrictions, but. So as soon as we had friends coming over, like Swedish friends, they were like, "Wow, you get candy on a Monday?" And they were all amazed of this, and they were eating like hell. So I could really relate to your point of view. Yeah. So how would you say in terms of diet, in today's world with this pandemic, and you kind of have to work out from home and stuff, what is a good diet? How do you find a good diet for you?
I guess you have to start planning. We just grab things in the rush. We just go through 7-Eleven or we just grab something because we feel hungry, and then we make a choice. If we plan, most of us know exactly what to eat and not to eat. Yeah. So we have the knowledge. It's not a knowledge thing. In other parts of the world, for sure, knowledge will change, but we know. In Scandinavia, we know what's good and not good. Yeah. So it's about planning. If you know when to eat, and you definitely know if you think about it, and you invest a few minutes to plan your food for the day, for the week maybe, and you just go to the grocery store and buy things that's healthy for you. Right. It starts right there to making a choice instead of grabbing anything that you find in the rush. Yeah. Because that's when we do a lot of bad decisions. Yeah. We're hungry, we're tired, we just want to get home. Yeah. And then we have something bad. Then when we get home, we get too tired to do anything. So we just stay in the bed or in the sofa. Yeah, instead of going to the gym.
Exactly. Yeah. It is a complete bitch to go to the shop groceries when you're hungry. Yeah. I mean, we all been there. Yeah. It's so insane how your brain starts to take the shortcuts. You're like, wow, on Monday I can do just this, fast pizza and stuff. Yeah. But, I tried having, like lunch boxes planned out from Monday to Friday, but it's always a short term. you know, you do this 1 week, the second week you're like, fuck, I don't have the time, so you do until Wednesday, and then you're down to like everyday cooking. Is that a good way to plan your meals?
Yeah, you could do these lunch boxes. I like it, and some customers they want to for sure they want to know exactly what to eat for the whole week. Fine, then you have to plan. You have to take a couple of hours, maybe do 3 or 4 lunches in lots of lunch boxes, and then maybe you do 20 if you need 15, so you have 5 extra. That's how you plan for the future when you're out of lunches and it's only Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah. So you cannot only do 15 if you need 20. You know you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Get messy in Saturday. So you have to plan, and you have to be true to yourself, because you know exactly when we do the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
You know,
it doesn't feel that right when you eat that pizza.
No, you know exactly. You know exactly, but you always have a reason. You find a reason to make bad decisions. And then you wonder, why am I not healthy? Why am I so tired? Because I eat the wrong food. So it's also a question, I think, about digestion. The body needs to take care of the food. So we also need to eat something that not takes several hours to digest. So that's a big problem.
That's true.
Yeah.
What also is very interesting to have your point of view on this. You know, there's a trend of this healthy drinks out there.
Yeah.
In Sweden, you got a couple of brands like Nocco, Celsius, and you know, they market themselves as this healthy drink that you get caffeine inside. Is it really that good for a body?
It won't harm too much if you just have a Nocco each day.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Compared to what
Yeah, right.
Because it's like having a half cup of, or maybe a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. And if you need protein, you just go and have some protein.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy a Nocco, but it's more a brand thing, you know.
Right.
You should enter the gym having a Nocco.
Yeah.
And then some people come and say, oh, but healthy food, you know, it's so expensive. I cannot afford healthy food. But then I ask them, do you have Nocco? Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you count on it, okay, so I might have the money to buy fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
It's
that's
priorities.
a big problem. Yeah. It's choices.
Hmm.
So if you buy expensive, great food, make yourself lunch boxes, you will get in shape, stay in shape, you will stress a lot. You will relieve your stress in all the choices, and for sure save some money.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
And I see this trend in Sweden. Like outside Scandinavia, there's this, you know, still this energy drinks that are popular. But in Sweden, it's like a couple of years ago, it was like Nocco just, you know, took the market. And everybody was drinking it. And, you know, this was instead of coffee. Like, interesting, man. Interesting. What kind of projects do you have right now? Like, what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm doing this online thing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to reach, as an entrepreneur, I always try to reach more people to develop my services. And I want to go not only in Sweden, I want to go abroad. So, like you said, when doing online stuff, there's no limit where you can go. You can help someone all around the world.
Yeah.
So that's I'm really into expanding my I have a mobile app.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's a great thing, and the customer can, you know, use it for both diet, training, mental health, and they use tools to develop their habits. So it's a great stuff, and I want to go more deep into that. You know, having more programs, develop my services inside the app, and of course reach more people. So that's my main goal.
Yeah. What's the name of the app?
The name is it's just called online training. Okay. So but my company, Center for Progression.
Right.
That's the app.
Yeah.
So also before the pandemic, I did some trips to Fuerteventura. And that was a great thing to do, you know, to do lectures, do personal training, and just having fun. With lots of people to get energy from the sun, from great food and training.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
Yeah, they really changed people.
Did you meditate a lot? Or
I do.
Yeah, you do?
Do a few maybe not every day, but I try to do it every day.
Yeah. Like how big slots do you do? Like
I might do from just a few minutes up to 50 minutes in the morning if I manage. So my goal is to always do a small session in the morning. Yeah, and that's really, really great. And I think many people never do this stuff.
Yeah.
They don't stay, focus on the breathing, and ask a few questions to themselves. So it's very, very important to ask yourself important questions. That's how you control your thoughts, I think.
Do you mean like important questions like what's the purpose of life? Or is it more like how is my schedule looking?
Yeah, well, it could be both, but you have to go deeper than only think about what am I going to do before lunch? What do I have to do? You have to ask those questions like, what am I grateful for? Instead of maybe what's the purpose of life, because that's hard to do in 5 minutes maybe. But I always ask myself, who am I proud of and why? What am I grateful for and why? Who do I love? Who loves me and why? Just putting those questions in the morning to yourself, think about them for a minute, and of course answer them. That's great. That puts you in a state of mind.
Yeah.
You feel balanced. You don't think about the rush. But then you have to do your stuff, of course.
Absolutely.
But that's a slot.
Yeah.
Where you actually release yourself from all the stress, and that's amazing.
I can imagine. I can imagine. It's like everything else, you know. It's always easy to start, but to have it continuously, it's very hard for people. And today you have a lot of well-known companies. They have meditation rooms and such. So like all the resources are out there. There's a lot of apps. There is like YouTube sessions. They can guide you through it. But it's always this taking your fucking time and just, instead of browsing through Instagram in the morning or checking news, people get shot here and there. Just taking the fucking time. It's so hard sometimes. You know, it's like, I don't know. I try to like even put it in the calendar with a reminder that says, now you have to meditate. But then it becomes a stressful thing. And while you're meditating, you're becoming this, oh shit, did I lock the door? Did I do this? Oh my God, did I call this guy? And this becomes a stressful environment. So what is the best environment, would you say, to meditate? Is it before getting first cup of coffee in the morning, or?
It depends on how your life what it looks like. But if you're great at it, you can do it wherever.
Yeah.
But if you're new to it, of course you need to be alone. You need to be by yourself, and you need to be quiet, and you need to relax. Maybe use some music if it helps you, but also you need to make it simple. That's the biggest mistake. When people come, they want to do everything, like I said, at the same time. You have to do it simple, very short time from the beginning, and then you can install this habit. Then you can expand from there. So in the morning, it's great because if you commit to do it in the morning, that's the first thing you might do.
Yeah.
And then you won't miss. If you say I'm do it 11:30, maybe something comes up.
Yeah.
Of course, you can do it before bed. Sometimes I do guided meditation. That's awesome. You can do it before bed to calm yourself down. To connect to your inner thoughts. Don't stress. Stress relief is so important. Just not falling to sleep. So there's lots of stuff you can do with your mental health, both by yourself and by others.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Seeing as mental health is, a lot of people talk about it, and it's hard when you can't see the results. If mental health was a muscle, you could see it grow or shrink, right? But it's a very hard way to imagine, like, okay, what is my mental health from 1 to 10 today? Do you have a great way of measuring yourself? Like you said, this gratefulness.
I'm doing a lot of stuff for myself, but I talk a lot with my customers about how do you feel. And of course you can put it on a scale from 1 to 10, and I do that. I'm doing it a lot. And people actually feel that it's like the muscle. And they have to learn that you have to put pressure on your thoughts. On the gym, everybody knows if you want to grow your legs, you have to put pressure. You
Yeah.
have to lift heavy weights. It's a progressive overload. But in the mental health, you need to do the same. You need to think deep. You need to stay where the pain is. You need to dig deeper.
Yeah.
And people don't want to do it because they are so afraid and they feel pain. And we always want to get away from pain. But when it comes to training at the gym, we've learned it's so natural for us to feel pain because it's so short term.
Yeah.
But when it comes to our mental health, it's much harder.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow, exciting!
Yeah.
Really exciting, man. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the future. You know, mental health becoming this popular thing, and people be like, "Well, look at Henrik. He has like great mental health. You know, I want to be just like him." Instead of, "Wow, you know, this guy has six-pack." So it's gonna be a lot of changes in the future, and I'm very excited to see what's coming. And thank you very much for this time. And good luck with your clients and yourself, man.
Yeah. Same to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.